Welcome to the Pengower tutorial. Today we'll teach you how to create groups and filters for your application. The objectives of this video are to teach you how to create groups and filters, how to display groups on custom forms, how to create actions to list groups, how to use relationships to define groups, and lastly, how to present groups in a sidebar. Previously, we have created data record types called members and employees and have added different data record entries to our membership tracker application. Now, when we create groups, we create a subset or a subgroup of our data record type. Looking at first gym members, we can create a subgroup that identifies their membership status, like active, members with active memberships, closed, members with expired memberships, and prospect, members who have shown interest in becoming a gym member, but who have not yet committed to becoming a full active member. We can use the membership status to filter out a list of prospective members. Let's go back to the builder and select our previous application. Before we create a group or a filter, let's add a new field to our member data record that shows their current membership status. Now, let's go to the member data records under the Types tab. Then, let's go to the Basic Member Details section and then add a new element, and let's call it Membership Status. Then let's choose Selectable as its type. This enables us to choose a status for our members from a pre-made list. Let us make this element an essential field. Click on the Update button to save. Then go to Rendering Options. Choose Radio under Options. Radio enables us to use radio buttons to select a membership status, then Update. Now, under Rendering Options, click on the List Items. This is where we'll add the types of membership statuses. To do that, let's go to the text field at the top, put in Active, then push Enter. Let's add Closed and Prospect as well. Click on Update, then click on the Update button again to save. Now, when we go back to the Basic Member Details, we can now see the element just added, which is Membership Status. Let's change its position on the list by dragging it to your desired position. Once you are done, click on the Update button. Then, let's add the membership status to our index. Let's go back to the member data record type, and then click on the Edit Indexes. Then let's add membership status to our index by clicking on the Add Index button. Then let's add it as well to our list display. Let's change its position on the list by clicking on the up arrow beside it. Click on Update, then click on the Update button again to save type. Now we're ready to create a filter. Let's go to the Filters tab, then create a new filter. Let's name this Prospective Members. Then under Type, let's choose Member. Then under it we have the Expression field. Then under Elements, choose Membership Status by double-clicking on it. Then under the operators, let's choose the equal sign. Then let's put in the membership status we want to filter our members, which is Prospect. Let's enclose this with the quotation marks. You will find more info on how to use expression operators and variables when you visit the Pengower Developer Wiki. Click on the Update button to save. Let's click on the Update Application button to push all the changes we made so far to the application. Then let's go to the Administrator view found under the Views tab. Then click on the Launch View button. Put in our login credentials, then log in. Now let us select a membership status for one of our members. Go to List Members and edit one of them. You should now see the option to choose a membership status. Let's set this member's membership status as a prospect, then save. Let us edit the membership status of another member, but this time let's set it to active and click on Save. Now we want to create a group to where we can assign the filter we just created. So let's go back to the Builder and go to the Groups tab. Click on the new group. Let's name it Prospective Members. Then let's select which data record type this belongs to, which is Member, and then select which filter we're using to view this group, and that is Prospective Members. Then click on the Update button to save our group. Now, we would like to display these prospective members on our homepage so that our administrators can easily identify them and take action to encourage them to complete their membership. Let us return to the homepage custom form that we've created previously. Go to Custom Forms and click on Homepage found at the sidebar. Then, let's add a new element on our custom form. Let's name it Prospective Members. Then under Type, let's choose Group. Then click on the Update button. Now let's go to Rendering Options, and let's choose Standard on Options. Then under the Parameters, let's put in Prospective Members as our group name. Also, tick on the Include Edit box. This provides us an edit button beside each name on the list. Click on Update, then click on the Update button to save. Let's click on the Update Application button to push all the changes to our application. Now, let us go back to the application and click on the Open Homepage found at the toolbar. This should refresh our application and view the changes we've made. You can now see the list of prospective members found on our homepage. Let us try editing one of the members' status to active. If we go back to our homepage, you can see that member is no longer found at our prospective list as its status is now changed to active. Another example of a way to find or search for a group is to create a list action for it. Before we do this, we suggest that you select a membership status for each of the members in your application and make some of them as prospects. Once you've done that, let's go back to the Builder and go to the Actions tab and create a new one. Let's name this List Prospective Members. Then under Type, let's use Open Group. Then on Parameters, let's choose Prospective Members. Click on the Update button to save. Let's add our newly created action to our menu. Let's go to the Menus tab, then click on the Administrator menu found at the sidebar. Now let's add the action List Prospective Members, right after the action List Members. Then click on the Update button, and then click on the Update Application button found at the top. Now, let us go back to the application and click on the Open Homepage found at the toolbar. Under the Member menu, you can now find the List Prospective Members action you just created. Clicking on this would enable us to view all of our current prospective members. Another example of a way you can define a group is through relationships. Let's go back to the Builder and go to the Groups tab. And then let's create a new group called Employee Members. Then under Type, let's choose Member. Now, instead of adding a filter, let's select a relationship to filter by. Go to Filter Relationship and choose Member is personally trained by an employee. Then click on the Update button. Now, let's go back to Employee Data Record Types, and then let's go Personal Training Details. let's create a new element under it and name it My Members. Then under Type, choose Group. Then click on the Update button. Now, go to Rendering Options and choose Standard. Then under the parameters, let's put in Employee Members. Also, tick on the Include Edit box. This provides us an edit button beside each name on the list. Click on the Update button. Then click on the Update button to save. Let's click on the Update Application button as well. Let's go back to our application, then go to an employee record. You can now see a group that lists this employee's members' details. And if you remember, the content of this group is defined by the relationship shown above. Since we now have the group display, we no longer need to display the members' relationship. However, we cannot delete the members element because we're using this relationship to define the group below. Instead of deleting the members element, we have the option to hide it from the user, as is the case with any element in your application. To do that, let's go back to the builder, and then go to Employee Data Record Types. Then let's go to the Personal Training Details section and go to the Members element. Then let's tick the Hidden box. We now have hidden the Members element, which is a relationship, and we're simply left with a group. This is helpful when we want to add new elements without having to display it to our end users. Click on the Update button, and then click on the Update Application button as well. Then let's go back to our application and view an employee's personal training detail. You can now see that we have hidden the members list found at the top and just show the My Members list table. Now, another thing we can do to easily access our prospective members is by displaying the group in our application's sidebar. To do that, let's go back to our builder and then go to Item Lists. Create a new item list and name it Prospective Members. Under Type, let's choose Group. Then under Group, let's choose Prospective Members. Click on the Update button. Then let's place this on our sidebar. Go to the Sidebars tab, then click on the Administrator sidebar. Then let's add prospective members to our selected item lists. Click on the Update button, then click on the Update Application button. Now let us go back to the application and click on the Open homepage found at the toolbar. You can now see a list of prospective members found here on our sidebar. Clicking on one of them will take us to that member's personal detail, and we can easily change their membership status if ever they agreed to join our gym. Congratulations! You now have created groups and filters. To recap, you now have learned how to create groups and filters, how to display groups on custom forms, how to display actions to list groups, how to use relationships to define groups, and lastly, how to present groups in a sidebar. Thank you for listening.